welcome back to the Crimson Moon channel. Today we'll have a new battle report, and we are playing some Riot Quest. For those of you who don't know, Riot Quest is made by Privateer Games. They're the ones that put out the game War Machine, Hordes, and so far we've been enjoying this game. It's actually a really cool tabletop game. It's kind of like a MOBA type of game where you're getting any characters you want to use. You have up to 10 characters that you can choose from. Of course, there's a whole bunch out there, but for this game we're only using 4 on each side, because that's pretty much the only thing we have at the moment. We're hoping to be expanding our rosters, but it's a really cool game. There's really no point values in this game. You just pick whichever characters you want to use. You grab your 10 guys and you're pretty much ready to go. So today we're going to go through the game itself and just pretty much have a fun time with it, man, to see what you guys think of it. And without further ado, let's take a look at the game. All right, so for the first team, we have Ares that's going on one side, and she's got her team members, the Wastelander, Gorman, and Gubbins. And on the second player's side, we have Orsus.
The cooler side.
We have Sir Dreyfus and Mr. Wendell with his trusty gobbly. And then we have Bamfist. So this is the map that we'll be playing on. We're going to be playing on Thunderhead Fortress. This game, you really don't need any terrain. There are pieces that you can buy out there that you can make it a little more three-dimensional. But for the most part, you can pretty much just play just as is. I mean, the starter does come with a paper mat. This is actually the matte finish one, so it's kind of rolly. But the mat itself is really nice. It's a really good texture on there, really good detail. So we're gonna go ahead and set up everything, just so that way we can get the game on the road and you guys can take a look at it. All right, guys. Now in this game, the first person to pretty much hit 7 points wins the game. You have your bounties, which do random stuff that you have to do in order to score the points. And these are your actual points that you score once you've accomplished the mission, whatever you have to do. This one's Weird Little Bugger, which is a little gobbo. Somebody has to get to this character and they have to rig him.
Break his neck.
And you pretty much score those 2 points.
And you gain +1 if you're next to a treasure chest.
Which we are right here. There's also Brain Snatcher, which we have to have more players next to this particular item than the opposing player. Whoever has them at the end of their turn scores that particular item, and that's going to get you 1 scrap point. Then there's Treasure, which is the way you buy riot gear, and that's how you equip your characters with extra bonus abilities. And then that's the point cost, and then this gives you the lowdown of what extra bonus stuff you add to your characters. Now these spawn in random areas, which is all throughout this locations. You got location 1, 2, 5, 6. We've already predetermined where this one spawned. It spawned on number 5. And then we're also going to be spawning on characters, which are these little teleporter thingies. We're going to roll a die. We're going to determine where everyone's going to spawn, and it's all random, so you don't know where exactly, if you're going to be in no man's land or if you're going to be right between 3 other characters from the opposing player. So you kind of have to choose your characters wisely on where you want to put them. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and spawn our characters, and then we'll be rolling off to see who takes the first turn. Okay, so after spawning all our characters, for some odd reason it felt like a game of Warhammer. We have all my guys on number 5 that spawned, and then my opponent had almost 90% of his army on number 2 with one single guy on number 1.
Nobody likes this guy.
So go figure. So now we're going to determine who's going to take the first turn. You're gonna roll all your white dice, and whoever has the most strikes is going to be the player going first. So I got a 2.
Nice.
And looks like it's 4. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take the first turn and see who is going to activate first. All right, so before our first turn, just so that you guys can kind of take a glimpse of what each character does, Here's kind of like an anatomy of the card. You'll have your speed of your character, how fast he moves. The defense, which there's two different defenses there, as you can tell. The first one is just your regular damage that you would take if the opposing player rolls 3 strikes. If, however, he rolls 5 strikes, it's called a super damage, and you actually take 2 damage from that strike. And then, of course, that's pretty self-explanatory, how much stamina he has before he is knocked out of the game. Then, of course, you have your abilities, cloak. He's got a sneak attack, which he can move through characters. And then this is his actual weapon. He can be within range 3, and that's how many extra dice he's going to be rolling on top of the white action die that you'll be rolling whenever you want to make an attack. And that's how you pretty much attack in this game. Your white dice, this is your action die pool. You're going to be spending 1 die for any character that you want to activate, and you pretty much do different stuff with it. So, like, for example, if you wanted to I gotta delete that. So, for example, and the starters come with these awesome little hero action cards, so they kind of remind you of what to do. So each action would cost you 1 die in order to do. So if you want to move, you're going to spend 1 of your action dice to do attack. If you want to raid, raid is of course your actions that you use to do your treasure chest. Rigging is another kind of special action that you do because some of these bounties require you to rig certain items. You would spend 1 die in order to actually do that. And then, of course, special actions. Some of your hero characters have special actions in which you have to spend an action die in order to do itself. So, pretty much without further ado, let's go ahead and take the first turn. Idit, if you want to go ahead and activate your first character.
I'll go with Sir Dreyfus.
So, Mr. Dreyfus is going to go.
I'm going to perform Leap. When this model performs this action, place it in any unoccupied space within 2 spaces of its current position.
All right. So since that is a special action, he can still move even after doing that. So you can only ever do each action once. So you can attack once, you can move once, you can do a special ability once. You can technically spend all your action die on 1 character and only have like 2, but then that leaves all your other characters thirsty for actions because you won't have any more action dice in order to spend. So now that Dreyfus has done his special ability, he can still actually spend an action die in order to move.
So I'm gonna move. I move 4, so I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
Pick up the gremlin. No action needed to just pick it up. Just move over it, and then with my final 2 spaces, move here and spend 1 more die to unlock the treasure.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I'm gonna spend a die to subdue the goblin.
Oh, so he's gonna try and break its neck.
Yeah.
So he needs 3 strikes.
And I get +1 because I'm next to treasure.
And he's next to the treasure.
+1 of the red.
Okay.
Needing 3s. Hey.
And he got it with a 3, so that means that the goblin has been subdued. So now Idit has actually scored those 2 points for weird little bugger. Now, some of these cards do have a special bonus die that you do get. Now, kind of particular to that one that he just did. Like for example, here it says on the very bottom, focus. Heroes adjacent to a treasure chest. So that's an extra power die. So power dies are actually going to be your red dice, and these are actually going to be your the blue ones are actually your boost dice, and those are the ones you actually get for free, and a lot of these characters have that boost dice. Of course, some of them do have the power dice. So when he subdued it, he was next to a treasure, so that gave him the extra die in order to try and subdue the goblin. So now, since he's scored that, two points, so now he's going to spawn another bounty. You do these right away as soon as you score them.
Bullet Magnet. Place a target token on a random treasure beacon. A hero adjacent to the turret token can rig to break it. If successful, that hero's controlling player claims his bounty. If unsuccessful, all models within 2 spaces of the turret token suffer 1 damage. And
okay.
gunners and guards get +1.
So that means your yellow characters and your blue characters will get that extra power die. And the way you determine, go ahead, let's go ahead and spawn that turret.
And 3.
It's going to be on the third treasure. So that's where we're going to have to try and accomplish that mission. But as I was saying, the way you determine the color of your characters are all color coordinated. So like she's yellow, green. Now these all have the special names. I believe green is a rogue. Yellow, I believe, is the gunner. And red, I think, is the fighter. I think the purple is the... is there a tinker? I thought it was a specialist. I think that's a specialist.
I thought that was orange. Oh no, that's gunner.
Yeah. Blue, I think, is the guard, if I'm not mistaken.
Guard is.
So that's when you're building your character list, you kind of want to get different types of colors, because each color is going to give you some sort of benefit in the game itself. Just like treasure, like for example, this one, it's a purple treasure. If you have a character such as Wendell, who's purple, you don't have to spend an action die in order to actually try and it's not rig, it's raid, in order to raid that action. So that's one less die that you have to spend in order to try and raid that treasure chest. Okay, so there goes its activation. So it's going to go to me next, and we are going to activate. We're going to activate Ares, and so we're going to spend an action die for her to move. She has a speed of 5, so we're just going to move her to this bounty. 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's going to be right there. She's a little too far to shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and her range is only a 3, so she doesn't have a range. So she's actually just going to be stopping there, and that's going to be her go. So now it's going to be your turn.
I'll move Wendell.
Mr.
He's
Wendell.
moving 4.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and he'll pick up the treasure chest, which he gets it for free because he's also purple.
Yep. Alrighty. So now, since he's gonna raid that treasure, he's gonna roll a die, and depending on what the blue die shows, he's gonna get a special item out of that.
1.
You got 1 strike.
So I gain 3 loot tokens, and I return a riot gear you discarded to your hand, which I have not.
Alright, so we haven't equipped riot gear, unfortunately, but that would come in handy later when you start getting characters knocked out. Which, in case I haven't mentioned it, you do score extra scrap when you knock out characters. And now, you don't lose your characters in this game. If we had more besides the 4, you actually replace your knocked out character immediately as soon as he's knocked out, and you spawn him in one of the random spawn locations. Unfortunately, since we only have 8 characters available for the game, that's what we're only using 4 and 4. So. Okay, so is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, so now it's going to go back to me. So I'm going to spend an action die, and we're going to go ahead and activate Gubbins, the little goblet, and he has a speed of 5, so he will move down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just be next to Ares, and he is actually done. So it is going to go to you, Edith. Let's see what you got.
I'm gonna spend 1 die for Banthus to
Okay.
move 1, 2, 3, 4.
So he's moving there.
And now it's your go.
And he is done. So yeah, the way the spawning in this particular game is just terrible. Like we're like all over the place. Like we're all in one spot, and the treasure is.
Yeah, not all over the place.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We're
Exact opposite.
kind of congested in just one spot. All right, so I'm gonna go with the Wastelander, my little ninja buddy. So he's got a speed of 5, so he is gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's actually in range. Actually, no, he's not. Never mind. So he's actually gonna be stuck there, and that's gonna be my turn. It's gonna go to Edith. Go ahead.
Big boys. He is
Big boy
Four.
Ursus.
Bum, 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 bum. Make the whole ground shake.
He's just back in Wendell there. What a loser. Okay, here we go.
Hey.
Hey, so my last activation is just going to be Gorman. Gorman's just going to go ahead and move. He's got a speed of 5.
Oh, hold on. We got the other treasure chest. So the treasure chest.
Oh, yeah,
the other one is yellow.
So yellow is
And
going to spawn.
It's going in 1.
On 1. So that's going to be way over
Wow.
here. If you notice, we're all over here, and the treasure chest is way over there. So that, yeah, that kind of sucks.
And the only yellow class is over here.
Which is Eris. Gorman's going to go. He's got a speed of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess he'll start making his way towards that, because you want to get treasure so that way you can start arming your characters with riot gear, which does come in handy. All right, so that is the end of the first turn. And the way this game ends is the first person that reaches 7 scrap is pretty much the winner. So
you could go from turn 2, or you could end it at like turn 16.
That's true.
It all depends on the game.
My bad. I actually did score this particular bounty, Bullet Magnet, Brain Snatcher. So as long as I have 2 or more characters next to this particular item, as long as I have more characters than my opponent, I would score that. So that's going to give me 1 scrap, and I'm going to score this. So this is gone.
Look at that, guys. You made a mistake. Classic.
Go ahead and grab the next bounty.
Get paid. If a hero equipped with riot gear raids a treasure chest, that hero's controlling player claims this bounty.
Well, there you go. That's why you want to try and get guys with riot gear quickly. So that way, yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out. All right, here we go. We're going on to turn 2, and we're going to determine who's going to take the first turn. So I got 2, 4, 6 strikes. 2, 4, 6, 7. Beat me by 1. So Idit is going to take the first turn. So go ahead and activate. What you want to do first?
I think I'll buy. No. Let's go with Sir Doofus.
Doofus, blue guy over here.
So moving 1, 2, 3. Screw it. 4. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, moving there.
Just so I'm out of range from an attack. And then I will attempt to get rid of it. Hero adjacent to the turret can attempt to rig it, to break it. Okay. So I get the 3 blue and the red because I'm a guard.
All right, sounds good. So as long as he gets 3 strikes, he's going to take it out. Now he's going to take some damage. He is good. He got 4 strikes. So this is gone, and he is going to score 2 points for that.
Yeah.
That's going to put him at 4. So he is only 3 away from winning the game. And now let's spawn the next bounty.
Next bounty is Telepandemonium.
Sounds right.
Yeah, sure. Place a place a malfunctioning token on a random spawn gate, and if a hero would spawn at the malfunctioning spawn gate, that hero spawns adjacent to a random treasure beacon instead. A hero adjacent to the malfunctioning spawn gate can attempt to rig it to fix it. If successful, that hero's controlling player claims this bounty.
All right.
And it is spawning.
Where does it spawn? Number 3.
Hey.
Right over here next to Doofus.
Looks like the boys are claiming another bounty.
Oh, come on. I got to go take that guy out. All right. So Dreyfus is done.
Yep.
And it's going to go on to me. So I think now I'm going to activate. And actually, ooh, man, what do I want to do? Let's get some action going. Let's get the Wastelander to move. Gonna spend an action die. And he's actually gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna move right close to Dreyfus here.
Oh, what?
And he's gonna spend an action die to attack. I'm only gonna spend 1 because I want to try and save some of the other action dice to move some of my characters. So that's actually the Gorman. Wastelander is gonna have 3 extra blue because of the big Mekatana, and he adds also a red. So he's gonna add 1 power die and and 3 boost dice. So I'm rolling all this, and now Dreyfus is defense.
It's a 3/6.
3/6. So that means if I get 3 hits, I'm gonna do 1 damage. If I do 6, I'm gonna do super damage. So here we go.
No.
Of course, that is the worst die ever. Die roll. So I only get 1. So I get nothing. No fiddlesticks there. No. Oh, great. All right.
Cut the video.
Cut a commercial. All right, so then that is the Wastelander's done. Oh yeah, whatever. Okay, so now it goes on to Idit. Go ahead and take your turn.
I'm gonna spend my 3 monies
All right.
over here.
All right, so he's equipping riot gear, and anytime during your turn, you can equip riot gear.
And I'm gonna give that to Orsis.
Orsis is
He
now
is
going to
getting
have
rocket boots.
rocket boots. Hey!
And this hero gains +2 to his speed. And every time he moves, he has to roll 2 power dice. And if he doesn't get any hits, then he is knocked out.
Yeah, that's not very good. But
You don't know that.
it's not that bad. All right, here we go. So I take it he's going to move.
Yeah.
So activating Orsis.
Rolling 2 power dice.
He's good.
Ooh.
So he's getting +2 speed. So
That's
actually he
close.
moves. Has a movement of 6 now?
He's a movement of 6.
All right, so where's he going?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, so he's right next to that chest. So you can actually
Now-
spend the power to get that chest, which he is. So he gains that, and now all he's going to do is just roll a die and see what it is.
1.
He gets 1.
So I gain 3 loot tokens, and I can immediately move a model in your crew 2 spaces.
All right.
So I'll move you, or no, you 1, 2.
So he's backing up Dreyfus because
Yep.
he's afraid of the ninja. I would be too.
And I gain this. Get paid. If a hero equipped with right
Nice.
raids a treasure chest, that hero control.
All right,
Gets,
so that puts
I get it.
at 5, so he only needs 2 more. So now we're going to spawn another bounty and see what comes up.
Another bounty is Bullseye. After any ability modifiers or cover have been applied, if a hero rolls exactly as many strikes as either of their target's defense values when attacking, that hero's controlling player claims this bounty.
All right, so as long as you hit, you score an additional point.
And then one more thing, the treasure.
Treasure, now it's blue,
Blue. And it is spawning.
which I believe that is defense.
Yeah, guard.
Okay,
3.
Guard.
Wow.
3. Man, there's all kinds of action going on over here. All right, so that is it.
Notice
turn.
where none of us spawned.
Yeah, we're all over here now. It's all over here.
Yep. Your go.
So, okay, here we go. So I am going to spend an action to go ahead and move Ares, the one-handed Ares, and she is going
The
to
amputee.
move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she is actually going to take a shot at Dreyfus because I believe he boosts his defenses when he's within 2.
Yeah, he does.
So we don't want to hit him. We're going to go and try and hit him. All right, so she's going to spend another white die. Action die, I should say. Action die.
See it.
And then she gets, for her magna pistol, magna bow, she is in range? 1, 2, yes, she is. She's just in range.
Just barely.
All right, so she's a swift hunter. If this model hits the enemy with this attack, this model can move up to 3 spaces immediately after resolving the attack. So that means as soon as she attacks, she can move an additional 3. So she's gonna have the 3 boost dice, and she's gonna have the 1 action die. So that means that she's gonna need 3s to do regular damage for 6s or 5s. What's his defense?
It's 3/6.
3/6. All right, but he hasn't even taken any damage because the Wastelander failed to even hit.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Ares did the same thing. She didn't do very good. All right, so okay, she's gonna be done, and now it's gonna go to Idit. It's his activation. What you got?
Oh, I'm gonna try to end the game early.
Oh, here we go.
With
What do we got?
Bamfist.
What do we got?
I am going to rig this. So I
Okay.
gain +1 because he is blue. Or
Okay.
purple, not blue.
All right.
Purple. So here we go. This could be the end of the game. Right here.
Oh wait, who's doing it?
Huh?
Bamfist?
You've been paying
But
attention.
isn't Bamfist over here?
That's Wendell.
Yeah, but Bamfist. Oh, he's
No,
purple.
I moved-
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
moved- I moved from the treasures. That's how he got over there.
I got you.
Classic.
Oh, you did him during that special.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
Classic.
'Cause I was gonna say, I was like, wait, didn't he already activate? But no,
No.
you're right. You're right.
Classic dude.
All right, here we go.
76.
For the game here, because this will score 2
For the
points.
game. 3s.
You got it. 2 super strikes.
That's
All right.
it.
So he's gonna score telepandemonium, which is 2, which puts him at 7 scrap. So that would end the game there. Now, usually what they do with these games is they'll do a 2 out of 3. We're just doing the one. We just kind of wanted to show you guys the game and see how it kind of worked out.
But hey, if you like this, we'll do more in the future.
Yeah. Make sure to leave us a like and a comment below. Let us know if this is something you guys would like to see further in the channel in the future. We'll definitely put more effort to get more guys painted because right now we only have the 8. We do have more characters. We just need to get some paint on them, and that's really what's been keeping us also from making more videos, is because we need to kind of catch up and get more painting done. So, but if you guys think this is something you guys would like to see in the future for the channel, we will definitely work on trying to get more of this content. We do know there's other content that people want to see. We've had a pretty good good reactions from Pacific Rim, also from Mantic Games Dungeon Saga. So we are working on those. We're trying to get more of the miniatures painted. Pacific Rim, there's really nothing to paint. We just gotta kind of try and get another game going for that one. That way we can get it videoed for you guys. But yeah, that is Riot Quest in a nutshell. And like I said, we usually do 2 out of 3. We're not doing that today, but we hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you liked everything you saw. And once again, man, just leave us a comment below and just let us know what you think. And other than that, don't forget to paint your walls crimson, my friends, or blue, depending on what's your favorite color. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful day, man. Take care.
See ya.